Never fear, the new drugs are here. Just kidding, you should absolutely fear it. Why? Because these new muscle-enhancing drugs that a certain former professor of sports science has announced could change the whole lifting game completely. But I'm sure you all have questions. That's why in this video, I'm going to boil down all my research into this one video. And I'm using it all to answer the most important question of them all. Can and will these new drugs replace lifting completely? The answer might not be what you expect, so stay tuned. So, what is this new drug? It's called myostatin inhibitor, and what it does is it limits the production of a protein called myostatin. What is myostatin? Myostatin is a protein that limits how much muscle your body can build at one time. And the primary purpose for this is if you have too much muscle, then you die, basically. So by temporarily limiting the production of myostatin, you end up gaining a shit ton of muscle at baseline. And since you're packing on so much muscle, you actually end up losing fat indirectly, assuming your diet does not change. Basically, once you end up taking these drugs, there's nothing stopping you from turning into a giant amalgamation of just pure muscle. So basically, this thing is just steroids but better. How will these drugs affect training? Here's the catch. You might not even need to train. Theoretically, you could pop a pill and just sit there, binge Netflix, eat a bunch of potato chips, like the fat, and you would gain a decent physique within maybe a week, if not a few months. Or a year. I don't know the timelines. However, if you're looking for that gigantic gym bro Hulk-like physique, you're probably still going to need to train. And now, this is the big one. This is the one I want to deep dive into. How will myostatin inhibitors affect gym culture? So, first, let's assume that these drugs are health risk free. Basically, that means there's nothing stopping these drugs from going mainstream and being used by the general population. Now, this is all just theory, but here's how this could play out. At first, everyone starts using these drugs. And since everybody's using them, there's no need to work hard for your physique anymore. And since you don't need to work hard, people just end up losing respect for the grind because it just seems unnecessary. And as a byproduct, fitness influencers and PTs will eventually just die out unless they find a way to adapt with this new era of bodybuilding. But for the majority of people, they won't need fitness influencers or PTs or anything like that. Just go to the gym, use a bunch of machines, do that every day for a week, and then bam, you're jacked as hell. As easy as that. And now, since everyone is just jacked as frick, they don't know the value of putting years and years of effort into your body. The ones who stood out before, the bodybuilders, the powerlifters, the hardcore gym goers, all those people who were once passionate about the gym, who had a career in the industry, everything that made them stand out is just taken from them. Gone. That one gym bro who's been consistently lifting for 4 years, big as hell, all the guys respect him, all the girls follow his OnlyFans, he earned that. And then one day just disappears because everyone just looks like him now, all because of this one pill. And now that is millions of people who are getting upset because their achievements and years of grinding have become irrelevant. And now everyone who saw gym as not just a way to get fit quick, but a lifestyle, they go through an existential crisis. So what is most likely to happen as a result of this? This is just theory, but would they all just quit, hop on the pills, start juicing, or would they fight back and show the world that there's more to the gym than just heaving weights to look tough and packing a few pounds of muscle as a result? I think what's coming is a new niche, a very small niche, but a very loud niche. I call it the natty way. While everyone out there is prioritizing time efficiency and good looks, the rest of us, the natty ones, will be prioritizing the grind, discipline, mindset, and above all, respect. Respect for those who worked hard and earned their physiques the hard way. So, the closing question, will these drugs replace training completely? Short answer, no. If you want maximum aesthetics, or you just want to maintain the muscle that you have, you will still need to train, even if you're enhanced. Now here's a twist. Will the pills replace natural lifting? Nope, not likely. I think their numbers will definitely shrink by a large margin, but they won't disappear. The people who know and value the grind will fight back. So, those are the thoughts and facts that I have about the new upcoming drug, myostatin inhibitors. If you have any thoughts yourself about the soon-to-come hunger apocalypse, let me know down in the comments section. Anyway, don't forget that if you liked this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Levy out.